China's telecom giant Huawei has sued the U.S. government. In a district court in Texas, Huawei said that the law limiting its business in the U.S. is unconstitutional. It has challenged Section 889 of the National Defense Authorization Act. This act was brought in by Donald Trump. It bars American agencies and contractors from procuring Huawei's equipment and services. It limits Huawei's business. Huawei says this act is an attempt to blacklist the company in America.
In 889 is unconstitutional in its singling out of Huawei by name, blacklisting it, damaging its reputation, and denying it any way to clear its name and escape sanction. Its attack on Huawei is purposeful and punitive. It's based on numerous false, unproven, and untested propositions. Contrary to the statute's promise, Huawei is not owned, controlled, or influenced by the Chinese government. Moreover, Huawei has an excellent security record and program.
The Huawei case is a tipping point in the ongoing confrontation between the U.S. and China. The last year alone saw U.S. imposing import tariffs on Chinese goods and China retaliating with import tariffs on U.S. goods, basically a full-blown tariff war between America and China. 2018 ended with the arrest of Huawei CFO Meng Wanzhou in Canada at the request of America. Meng Wanzhou is accused of bank fraud, wire fraud, and violating U.S. sanctions on Iran. Meng's arrest is just one part of American action against Huawei. The U.S. accuses this company of spying and data theft. The U.S. believes that Huawei is closely linked to the Chinese state. Several other countries have followed suit, and that has prompted Huawei to hit back.
I object to what the U.S. has done. This kind of politically motivated act is not acceptable. The U.S. likes to sanction others whenever there's an issue. They'll use such methods. We object to this, but now that we've gone down this path, we'll let the courts settle it.
The company has already sued Canada and now taken the U.S. government to court. Crucially, Huawei continues to get the backing of the Chinese government.
在美国起诉美国政府的这一个举动呢，我们认为企业通过合法的方式来维护自身的正当权益。 这是完全正当的，也是完全可以理解的。至于你问到中国政府是不是会同中国企业一道采取这样的诉讼举动，到目前为止我没有。
Huawei says that there is no proof of any wrongdoing by the company, but experts say that Huawei's lawsuit could get dismissed. That is because courts in the U.S. are generally reluctant to second-guess national security determinations of the government. And by the way, Huawei is not the only company to have sued the American government. Russian cybersecurity firm Kaspersky challenged a similar ban on its software in America, but that case was also rejected. The judges have to decide to take Huawei's case. If they decide to do it, then the Trump administration could be asked to submit proof of spying by this company. The Huawei case could continue for months or even years. But more than this specific case, the issue threatens to derail the trade ties between the top two economies in the world. Such a prolonged trade spat would hurt global economy and value chains. U.S. President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping are expected to meet this month to ease trade tensions. But this lawsuit could hurt the prospects of a truce. Huawei Saga also threatens to hurt the relationship between China and Canada. China has halted imports of various agri-products from Canada, and that was after Meng Wanzhou's arrest. In addition, China has also arrested several Canadian diplomats and accused them of stealing state secrets. If proved, such a crime carries severe punishment in China. The Canadian diplomats under arrest could be used as pawns in this power game between America and China. It is clear that the Huawei case will be a significant factor in the ongoing trade dispute between the U.S. and China. The story is far from over.